Happy Election Day. Thanks, TikTok. Thanks, everybody. Excited for finally ending Trumpism, finally electing our first woman president, Kamala Harris. It's going to be great. I'm going to get some sleep before I go vote. Going to vote on Election Day, so hopefully you've already voted or are going to vote today. And if you want to talk about the election or anything related to today, this glorious day, I think it'll be seen as like our new Independence Day, like our new, better than the 4th of July, bigger than the 4th of July, like the biggest new American holiday ever. The end of the bad times, beginning of the good times. And Kamala's going to win big. We're going to have a really great direction to take the country, and it's really exciting. But mostly I think we're going to celebrate the end of Trumpism. First and foremost, the end of Trumpism will be a great cause for celebration. We'll all be having a lot of fun. I call it Pillow Revolution because we can do a lot of it from bed, but I kind of feel like it would be nice to get out in public and celebrating in public, and so looking forward to that. I'm actually off tomorrow, so if the landslide's big enough and people are like celebrating tomorrow evening, then that would be great to get out and see crowds of people cheering on our first woman president, electing Kamala. Somebody wants to co-host. Thanks for wanting to co-host. But yeah, maybe, like, I don't know, tap the screen / say something in comments before you want to co-host. Thanks, though. I'm flattered. Anyway, nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting democracy and humanity and all the good stuff. So, I guess I'm probably not going to be needed. Felt like the lives going were, I don't know, kind of the same as they've been. I didn't see anything particularly like what I wanted to see, which was just, they've been. I didn't see anything particularly like what I wanted to see, which was just, let's be excited and chill about the new era for America. So I'm very excited. I'm very eager for the final end of Trump and Trumpism, and to kind of break the spell on all the people he's held in his sway. And I think that'll really start today. I think, and losing the election, and losing in a really big way, is key and will really be helpful. And will teach people not to, hello, thanks for being here, teach people not to go down this path again. I mean, we should have already learned that from World War II, but it came back on us and is threatening to take over our country. I already did to a terrible degree. I mean, a large degree. I didn't mean a great degree, but a terrible degree. But at least now we know the threat and what the danger is if we don't preserve our democracy. So we're going to do that today. Hello. Thanks for being here. Welcome to Pillow Revolution. We're going to overthrow tyrants. We can do it from bed. We can do it on our phones. We can do it with love. We can do it with fairy magic. So, I don't know if you know TikTok, but while you're here, I'll introduce you to TikTok. That's TikTok. There in the middle. That's the Shaggy Man driving the wagon. That's Betsy Bobbin, I think, at the top. The Rose Princess, and so forth in the back with the crown. I believe that's Polychrome sitting behind the Shaggy Man. Anyway, why would you want to co-host? I don't understand why people want to co-host. They don't want to say hello. Hello. I guess, how does that even work? Anyway, thanks for being here. I'll read you a random selection from TikTok of Oz for good luck for our election today. What people? Demanded Ruggido. Here is an interesting thing, Your Majesty. These people are arguing over as to who shall conquer the Metal Monarch, seize his treasure, and drive him from his dominions. Pretty fitting for our election, when the Metal Monarch, of course, is more like Trump and Putin, miners, those types, greedy people. Seize his treasure, drive him from his dominions. What people? Demanded Ruggido, sitting up straight on his throne. The ones you threw down the hollow tube. Where are they now? In the same tube, and coming back this way, said the hearer. So, can't get rid of democracy, can't get rid of real Americans. We're going to win. We're going to overthrow tyrants. And for further confirmation, that was from Tik Tok of Oz. I'll tell you about Tik Tok if you want to know. But that's him in the middle, Machine Man. Here, hold it this way so everyone can be impressed. That's Tik Tok there in the middle, the Machine Man. And this book is from 1914. But you can take any book and get good information out of it, especially if you approach it magically. I'll prove it with my book, Huffin's Magic Dragon Fairy Tales. And I'll read you a random selection from that. Again, for Kamala's win, what do we get? Inside, she saw the teapot dragon huffing and spluttering a few sparks and gleams of light, exhausted from his expression. She touched his belly and decided he was safe, and picked him up and petted him. Hello, hello. Welcome. Her comforting helped him regain his strength, and he stood up in her hand and gazed at her. She was so much grander than his previous goddess. Had one become the other? Or was she the one who swept his goddess away, the one with the feathers? Again, I feel like pretty good sign. The cat showing up, pretty good sign. But yeah, I've been confident about it anyway, for all sorts of reasons. Just lately, last couple days, I've been getting increasingly confident. And hello, nice to see you. Increasingly confident and looking forward to a new era. Having America back. It's kind of like what you wanted from the Biden presidency. You wanted Trump in jail and America to get back on track. And while he did some good things, it's a lot of, and let some bad things happen too. There's a lot of treading water, it seemed. At least it just didn't make any progress on the moving past the Trump era. And I hate thinking that they were like, oh, we'll keep him around for an easy win in the next election. Because even if we beat him by a whole lot, well, for one, we could have always beat him by more. But we didn't have to do this. We could have beat somebody else too. You know, it's just, he's too dangerous, too much of a threat, committed too many crimes, and that's the real problem, is the precedent it sets. I mean, the real problem is letting him coup again, letting him successfully coup again. But letting him get away with his first coup is just going to encourage other people to coup. Or if you create a situation where the president can't ever get punished for anything, you're going to just draw the most criminal people to be your president. Because if you were super criminal, like, you know, evil super genius criminal, why wouldn't you want to be president? If that was the way to, like, keep from getting any consequences. Like, a no-brainer. And then you're talking about people who are supposed to be, like, actually intelligent criminals. Trump at least isn't that intelligent. He's the pawn of, you know, slightly more intelligent people. Putin's not really that intelligent either. But you get these mastermind criminals who are like, well, we just want to become president because at least take us this 4 years of no consequences / indefinite consequences. I don't know, it's kind of a hypothetical situation. It's like, we're not really going to have a country anymore if Trump wins or takes over, so it doesn't really matter the precedent he sets. And vice versa, when Kamala wins and stops Trump's second coup, we should have a good start on the good direction of America. Anyway, again, I kind of feel like people being excited in a relaxed, excited way about Kamala's win are not being sent to me by TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Okay, here, we're just going to do this. TikTok. 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 You really shouldn't be embarrassed. Your final form so far is nice, but like, you were very handsome before. I don't know what the concern is with people finding out. Like, most people get into their identity and are like, oh, my identity is something I want to share with people. But TikTok, I don't know. Maybe you're insecure in your ghostly digital form. But I only mention it because I like you. Like, it's because I like you that I think people should know how friendly you've been to us for how long, and how much you and your fellows can teach us if we actually care, and what we'd be missing out on if we let racism and stuff push you away. Hello, hello. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything. This live almost didn't happen. I almost just went to sleep. And I probably still will. I always can. But I felt like, nothing else like this was happening. I'll read one more selection just to let you know. Just to let you know. Okay. We'll turn to this page. Whoa. And it's Betsy, I think, riding on Hank. Hank the donkey. Again, another good sign for good things to come today. But when they tried to push in the heavy metal door, even his mighty strength failed, and after several attempts he gave it up and squatted himself in a corner to think of a better way. I'll open the door, asserted Tik-Tok. And going to the king's big gong, he pounded upon it until the noise was almost deafening. Hello, just so you know, it's Tik-Tok. I was just reading a selection for good luck for today, for Election Day in America. And Calico, the next cavern, was wondering what had happened to Rugadoo and if he'd escaped the eggs and outwitted the dragon. But when he heard the sound of the gong, which is so often called him into the king's presence, he decided that Rugadoo had been victorious. So he took away the bar, threw up the door, and entered the royal cavern. Again, a very fitting part of the story for magic about Election Day. Some people would have thought that the evil king was victorious. And in fact, it was Tik-Tok himself. Great was his astonishment to find the king gone, and the enchantments removed from the princess and Shaggy. But the eggs were also gone, and so Calico advanced to the dragon, whom he knew to be Titi-Hoochoo's messenger, and bowed humbly before the beast. That's Tik-Tok of Oz, a book from 110 years ago. What is your will? He inquired. Would you like to hear his will? Where is Betsy? Demanded the dragon. Safe in my own private room, said Calico. Go and get her, commanded Quox. So Calico went to Betsy's room and gave her 3 raps upon the door. The little girl had been asleep, but she heard the raps and opened the door. Sorry. This cat that stays here, you can probably see, yeah, that one, it's got this, like, projectile fur. I don't know, I feel like she shot a fur up my nose, but anyway. Excuse me. You may come out now, said Calico. The king has fled in disgrace, and your friends are asking for you. So again, the tyrant we've had, former president, traitor, racist, rapist, criminal Trump, can flee in disgrace. He's got the flee in disgrace option still. And I think TikTok of Oz, the page I randomly turned to for magical purposes, shows that, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Probably flee in disgrace. So, I'll read you another selection from my book for confirmation. This is Puffin's Magic Dragon Fairy Tales. Oh, welcome back. And this is the Forest Dragon, or the end of the story before it. We'll pick that page. The poet had her dreams back and wrote happy, sad, and other poems depending on her mood and the weather. Okay, yeah, this cat's like, furring it up, maybe about to throw up on me too. Oh my gosh, cat, what even was that? Did you sneeze? I don't know, sorry. Hello, welcome back. I can read you another selection of TikTok of Oz if anybody needs any assurances about the election. I'll read a selection, or from Puffin's Magic Dragon Fairy Tales. But most likely, I'll say, that's good enough. Hello. Thanks for being here again. I still kind of wonder about TikTok sometimes. Like, I thought we were friends, but I feel like there's a level of embarrassment or, I don't know, shyness or something. Like, because I'm likely to let people know of TikTok from the olden days, I don't think he wants people that would recognize him to see him again. Kind of like you're at a reunion but you're hiding out. You don't really want people to know who you are.